into a really compelling matchup that almost has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. Today, one of the best running back matchups you're going to see all season long. Two stars colliding here. Welcome to San Diego and Snapdragon Stadium, the home of the San Diego State Aztecs. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the San Diego State Aztecs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Aztecs will kick it away to start us off. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. He'll start at the 25. Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaking free at midfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense has moved inside the opponent's 40. On first and 10, looking to throw. Caught by the receiver. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Quarterback still with the football. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Running back has it on a screen now. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Makes a quick catch. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Great connection there for 6 points.
That's what I love about this running back is he's so dangerous after the catch. You know, you look at him and you think about the ability to run between tackles or even bounce it outside, and that's great. But what makes him really one of the more dangerous backs in the country is this right here. Catch the ball to the backfield, make people miss, and take it into the end zone.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25.
Solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on first and 10.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. A gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
That's reeled in. It's Thomas. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
There you go. I love to see that fullback get involved. Take advantage of the defense, sometimes forgetting the fullback. Defenders rarely see offenses that look for the fullback out of the backfield, and here it pays off for a first down.
And the Aztecs lining up here on 1st and 10. Ball handed off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Caught quickly. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. And look at this, the fullback getting involved in the passing game. You don't see that too often these days.
How about the big fella? The good news is this guy has pretty good hands, and we saw it right there on full display.
Come up on 3rd down, solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up 4th and short. The Aztecs will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. It's 4th down and 4 as they try to keep the drive going. Offense looking to throw the ball. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Oh, they've stopped him short. Want a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down marker.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but, man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard by this aggressive chance by this offense and good position to take that throw away.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Back-to-back deep shots. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
1st down here for this offense. There's the handoff. He gets loose. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
How about this run here by this Virginia Tech running back to be able to pick up this first down? And, man, they've had a lot of speed over the years in that backfield at Lane Stadium. Kevin Jones and David Wilson and Lee Suggs. And now we're seeing this young man today being able to run the football very similar fashion.
And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield on play action.
Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. But the fourth quarter really starts to wear you out.
The Hokies line up with a 1st and goal. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
So the ball moved back to the 12 for 2nd and goal. They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
Well, not a whole lot of options there for the quarterback. Ends up trying to pitch it out, gets some yards, but not enough for the first down.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Hokies. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And with the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Opening play of the drive could go to the left.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. The big fullback's got it here. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking to scramble. He's going to pull it down and run. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46. So, Kirk, it's Virginia Tech in the lead. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the 2nd quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Single back takes the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
They come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they get the conversion there. 1st down now from the 33.
3rd and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving the option for a potential run. I think that froze the defense enough for the quarterback to hit an early read, and the result is a big gain and a first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. Pass is caught. That's the fullback making the catch. It was not a big concern for this defense when they built the game plan, but maybe they have to shift the focus.
Yeah, they have to, because this guy's athletic enough to be able to make that catch. This guy pounds those shoulders in to make blocks play after play. I think it's very nice to be able to see him finally show what he can do catching a ball like this.
It's a draw to the back. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. And they convert on 3rd. Football at the 20 now. First down in the red zone.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And the Aztecs line up on 1st and 10 now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The Aztecs looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. The pocket breaking down. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down.
And I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there. And if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
No gain on first makes it 2nd down and goal from the 7. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone, but he comes up short. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on 3rd and goal.
They break the huddle for 3rd and goal now. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd this drive. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
So what's the play call? It's 4th and goal from the 3. Pre-snap motion from the receiver.
Okay, break.
And the quarterback dropping back. He's got it near the end zone. That decision to go for it on 4th down doesn't work out.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route to beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. The pass is caught. The tackle made at the 23 as they gained some important breathing room.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Hand it off for a draw.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
And the Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Running back grabs it on the screen. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Now someone moved just a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Wants to throw it. Short throw complete to the tight end. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Snags it with throw. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The Hokies bring their punt team onto the field. And the return man runs out of bounds. First play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. First down. We're going to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Second down after the incompletion.
Cornhole 88. Cornhole 88. Ready.
From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And this time it's complete. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First down. We're going to throw the football. It's a quick grab. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Second down after that previous play.
Hey, 27, jump.
Looking to throw again. Here's the target, and it's complete. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a first down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Finds an open target on the left side. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. Look at the big man rumbling there. That's a nice pickup after the catch, Kurt.
It's unbelievable how athletic this guy is at that size to be able to not just only catch the football, but then what he does after he's able to catch the ball. It shows you the speed and how nimble he is. Really impressed by what this young man offers this offense.
He's got a man down the middle. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
1st and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime.
Let's go.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackled after the completion down at the 1-yard line.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. QB to the tight end for a completion. And he's in. Touchdown, Aztecs.
Boy, as a quarterback, you get down in this area of the field, you love having a big target to be able to throw the football to. Defense is expecting the run. You put the ball up in the air and let the big tight end come down with a touchdown.
And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point, they're down 14-7 now. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Bringing it out, it's Lewis. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Just time enough for one more play in the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Hokies will kick it away to get us going in the second half. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The San Diego State offense back out there. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, the coaches told us all week, don't be shocked if we used a fullback in the passing game. I thought they were kidding us, but here it is for a first down.
Game moves the ball to the 43. First down coming up. And he'll set up to throw. The receiver grabs it. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. And the Aztecs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to pass here on second down. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball.
Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
I'll say this defense went in at halftime, made some adjustments, and they look like a different group here in these first few plays.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. On third down, he drops to throw. Tries to get it to the running back. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Goes down after making the grab, picks up a few yards, but it's short of the first down marker.
Great job by the defender coming up with that tackle that'll keep him short of the first down. I think the quarterback thought his receiver could win any one-on-one battle, but this defender makes a heck of a play, and now we got fourth down.
On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. Looking to throw here. Lets it fly to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Ryan. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. The San Diego State offense on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looking deep to the right side. And he's got it down there inside the 35. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now.
How about that? Receiver had nobody around him. That's frankly embarrassing for this defense when you let someone deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. The Aztecs will crank up the tempo. Quarterback making some changes at the line.
On the ready.
Second down, we're going to throw it. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Risky throw here on second down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on third down coming up.
On third and goal, they've got to cut into this big lead. Probably 4-down territory. Out of the gun now on third down. Touchdown, San Diego State. They finish off the scoring drive. Now the important point after attempt. The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And he finds the running back in the flat. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. The shotgun running play call. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's reeled in. It's Ryan. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Well, they try to sneak the running back out of the backfield. Quarterback looking downfield, no one open, so he just tries to get it to the back and hope he could get to yards after the catch for the first down, but the defense corrals him short of the marker.
And he's out of bounds here on the return. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Looking to throw it on first down. Makes a quick grab. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Keeping it on the ground here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert, come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And the Aztecs with 1st and 10 here. Looking for a receiver. Makes a quick catch. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. The Aztecs looking to keep this drive rolling. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Moves out of the pocket. Catch made on the right side. Ball carrier tackled there. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Now it's 2nd down here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Looking for a man. Bringing pressure. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Brings up second down.
And as we take a break, we'll take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. He'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
What a drive by this offense. Another big gain, and look at the defense. Huffing and puffing, hands on their hips. This offense is wearing them down both mentally and physically.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. Picks up the first, looking for more. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Watching this guy run makes me think of a famous old coach once said, any player on my team, I want him to be agile, mobile, and definitely hostile.
Great chance for the offense to tie the game. 1st and goal. And now a carry here for the fullback. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
Boy, anything at this point in the game, when you get down to 1st and goal, you get positive yards, that's a good thing. Now, what will they do here on 2nd goal? They spread this defense out, try to create some one-on-one matchups.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense.
Set, ready.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Aztecs. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
Man, that's his 2nd touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the 4th. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lewis. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice game. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
As the first down is still going. It's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught for the completion. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
2nd down after that completion. Short connection to the tight end here. And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field.
They pick up a completion. It doesn't get big yards, but you know what? Enough for the first down. Let's move the sticks.
A solid drive in the making here. It's another first down as they cross the 40. Caught over the middle. It's Ryan. Good enough for first down yardage.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
The Hokies starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Now here's the toss play. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Good enough for first down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
First and 10 play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
What makes a really good counterplay is selling it to the defense. So you're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And the clock has stopped here as we've reached the final 2 minutes of play. This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. They'll run it here. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They're going to run it here. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. On the move now. Launching one to the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
But what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. Makes it look easy. With a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch is made down the middle. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to it.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. And looking to throw now on first down. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw to the left. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And that catch is hauled in.
The second down pass complete to the back. Loss of 1 play. Brings up third down.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Receiver in motion now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Grabbed by the receiver. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23. They're using tempo here, but already in range for a potential game-tying field goal. First down, looking to throw the ball. What a catch! They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's first and goal.
Here we go.
That's a design quarterback keeper. And brought down at the line by that big defensive tackle. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. Second and goal for the offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Well, Chris, this is what it's all about, right? In college football, so unpredictable. This offense takes the lead late in a game like this. What a throw. What a catch. A great call. What must be going through that defense's mind? Barring a miracle, this one is done.
DT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away and hope the defense could just hang on for a few more seconds. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. First down, looking to throw the football. He escapes the pocket. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. And they finally get him. He runs out of space and time. That's it. Game over. Well, the experts will say, Kirk, this was an upset, but it felt like a really even matchup. Two quality teams battling right down to the end. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what a game. This is really what you love about college football. Good against good. Find out who ends up having the upper hand at the end of the day. This is a great victory for this ball club. Let's see what they do after this win.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.